Hey everybody, Mr. Olson here, and I have with me Diego. Today we're going to be doing some commentary on Smash games together. Diego, how you doing today?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. So the games we're watching going to be the Nelsons. They're going to be playing some Smash here. We are nearing the end of the season, so we'll watch these games and then give you a little bit of an update on how the sort of standings are before we move on to actually your games that I'll be doing commentary with Carlos. So let's go ahead and jump in to the this first game here. So we do have, it is Justin playing the Link.
And he's versus a Zelda. So this is going to be an interesting matchup because they're both very projectile-based characters.
For sure. But, plus the flavor wins of,
yeah.
They're supposed to be friends.
And so Link has a lot of physical projectiles, like his boomerang, his arrow, while Zelda has more magical ones, like she summons fire stream, as well as night.
Yeah, and I think really the big thing that might be hard if you don't play to know as the players do, Zelda has just her neutral B is a reflect. You'll see her sometimes have a blue crystal go around her. If she times that right there, we just saw it. But it'll reflect Link's projectiles, which can really throw off his rhythm.
Yeah, good. But right here, he's doing pretty well. He's a stock ahead, and he's just chipping away at damage.
Yep, and using the bomb a lot, because the bomb is the one that he doesn't have to worry about really coming back at him off the reflect. Also doing a good job of keeping pressure. A lot of, like you said, Zelda's projectile-based, but they are slower than Link's.
Ooh. Yeah, the knight right there, it's a very powerful move.
Yeah, just really good timing. Yeah.
It's arguably Zelda's best move in her entire kit.
Yeah, slow startup. I think that's why he was trying to, stay on her at the beginning. That teleport, though, connecting again.
Yeah, she keeps connecting the teleport, which is aimable by the person.
Yeah, it's normally the up B for Zelda, but has the flexibility to not only go up.
Yeah, it can go in any direction, like there when it's diagonal down, but it can also go straight down.
Yeah, which, not gonna lie, I've died to that. The misinput of go down when you mean to go not even do that move could be bad. Right here, pretty even on percent. You can see those projectiles. Oh, heavy spike there by Zelda with the down air.
Yeah, and then almost dies to Link.
Yeah, real close. You can see right there, the boomerang actually destroyed the knight while it was still forming. So that is one thing about that move. It is one of the strongest moves she has. And like there, she used it to create space. But it can be interrupted.
Yeah. The problem is if you don't interrupt it soon enough, it will hit you. And Zelda can also have it go early before it's complete. And so right there, good kill with up B for Link.
Yeah, he's a little bit behind on percent here, but definitely even in the stocks up was big.
Again, keeps aiming the uppies, and they just keep separating from each other and trying to re-engage.
Yeah, definitely. As projectile-based characters, right? Everybody's looking for that setup. The reflect there worked for the Zelda.
The trick with Link's up B, normal Link's up B, because there's 3 in the game.
Yeah, have to specify.
is that it's a very...
Ooh, right on the edge of that hitbox.
Yeah. It's right on the very edge of that. And so the difference between Link's normal up B...
Teleport got him there. Go ahead and hit fade real quick. Yep. So you were saying.
Yeah, so the main difference between normal Link's up B is that it only has a starting hitbox, but it's a very powerful hitbox. Compared to like young Link, which hits a lot, but doesn't send very far, and Toon Links, which sends not as far, but also keeps hitting.
Yeah, so the up B, if you're not familiar, that's when he spins with a sword like a tornado, right? So yeah, definitely good to keep in mind as we go and jump right into game 2 here. Both characters stayed the same. We got Justin on the Link, looking to get a win here, game 2. Definitely chose a stage that he thought would be a little better for him in order to, be able to keep Zelda from really utilizing her slower projectiles.
Yeah, lots of Zelda's projectiles need time to work because the fireball needs to travel and the knight needs to charge. And Smashville is the smallest stage. This stage is the smallest stage in the legal stages that players can use. So it's the best option to make sure that Zelda can't charge any projectiles.
And you can see here, she got him there with the fireball, and he barely made it back to stage. I remember watching that live, and I thought that he was dead to that, because it's just a really good use of the projectile to edge guard there.
Yeah, so they keeping each other at a distance still. Another well-aimed up B, and then more fireballs.
Yep, followed up with the projectiles. And the Zelda has lots of control over how that fireball moves. Can curve it, can determine how far it goes before detonating. So it can be really difficult to judge and play around. But definitely very evenly matched fight here. Can't really ask to be closer in percents and stocks than we are right now.
And the bomb just barely misses, and up B almost kills.
Yep. Oh, but then, yeah, the other up B, right?
Yeah.
The Zelda player we were talking about then, I remember Justin sort of saying his frustrations, like he just really was not used to that playstyle, right? That up B, this Zelda's honestly making it look easy to aim, and it's really not.
Yeah, it's very hard with spacing, and if you mess up, you will fall off the stage and die.
And right there, twice in a row, looked like missed ledge. I think he wanted to grab ledge there and just was facing the wrong way. But
yeah,
finally finished off stock one.
Yeah, the hitbox to grab ledge on most characters is smaller on the back, so they may not grab it immediately.
Yeah, and the timing with the knight, the Zelda is pretty on point with when she has space. She's thrown the moves that she has.
And again, with that was a partially charged knight, and that also was.
Yep. But yeah, just great timing on the edge guard there, and just really this Zelda is mixing it up enough to really have Justin on the back foot, but you can see he's using that up B a lot on ground, because that's what he found was working to kind of counteract the teleport.
And then, so we see here, they're just exchanging blows. And he scoops up Zelda with the up B, gets a bomb in. So they're very far off right now, but he's trying to make a comeback.
Yeah, definitely. Just put in lots of work here, trying to, down a stock. Just trying to find a safe way to confirm the kill and get back in this match. Ooh, Zelda wanted the down air spike again. Luckily didn't get it. Oh, but that teleport just catching Justin off guard. I don't know, the next day in practice, I played Zelda against another, not against Justin, but just to get a feeling right there. Gets the kill with the up B. You don't see that a lot with a very movement-based up B, right? There's some characters where they're up B like Little Mac. His up B is used all the time to finish players because that's kind of Little Mac's thing. But so that definitely a surprise twist from the Zelda player there. So Justin falls, but Jason is up right after him. He'll be playing the Pikachu as we get back into the game. The opponent going with Bayonetta. Bayonetta to me has always been sort of an awkward character. Her character does lots of flipping and moving visually, but the hitboxes are really a lot what's glowing. So it can be kind of tricky to play against.
Yeah, so Bayonetta is a much rarer character to see in practice against, especially with such a huge cast. And she has a multitude of strange things that she can do that don't seem very intuitive.
Yeah, you just saw that the one of her smash attacks is where she opens a portal and like a fist or a foot comes through to smash people. That if you're not used to playing Bayonetta, sort of where that comes from can just be it can catch you off guard pretty easily. I think.
And also Bayonetta has a lot of recovery mix-ups, so it's hard to keep Bayonetta off stage and kill from the bottom.
Good T-jolt there though right like a lot of characters would have died to that well-placed T-jolt.
Yeah.
Bayonetta has great recovery, but Jason's sticking on her and confirms that first stop. Oh, great job just staying on her with lots of pressure there. Getting pretty good percent on her while he's got the lead. The counter there from Bayonetta. Weird. Oh, barely survived.
Yeah, so Bayonetta's counter is called Witch Time. And essentially, she slows time for her opponent while being able to move normally for a limited amount of time. And it's based on how much damage she countered.
Yeah, I think that's the mechanic from like her main series game. And I know we were talking this morning about how in Smash 4 they kind of overpowered that Witch Time a little bit.
Yeah.
But really surprised that finally Jason goes down there. He did good work there, getting a 90% lead here on the second stock. But Bayonetta obviously looking to close that gap quickly.
Yeah, so Jason's just trying to play carefully and avoid attacks that Bayonetta's putting out.
Ooh. Barely got the kill there. I thought she was going to live for a second, but too high of a percent.
Yeah, so Jason likes to cover either normal getup or jump getup with Pikachu, but he can't really do that against Bayonetta because she has more options than just those two.
Yeah, it's so high. Ooh, big smash attack there, evens it up towards essentially a one stock here. And now, as I'm talking, it's they're essentially even. Bayonetta clearly suddenly way more aggressive now that spike sort of gave her some hope.
And almost gets another one, but
yeah, really close.
Yeah. And so they're both trying to give damage to each other while attempting to prevent taking their own damage.
Yeah, you can see Bayonetta actually has a lot of gun-based moves, and you saw the first couple there. Just trying to stack up some damage from afar.
But a lot of her
good T-jolt there.
Yeah, a lot of her aerials and such have an option where you can hold the button and some guns will fire.
Oh, big smash attack there to finish up the even match.
Yeah, it was very close.
Yeah, so we're just going to go ahead and jump right into game two. Both characters said the same, but Jason had the option to choose the map and chose FD, Final Destination. Flat, simple, no platforms. And what do you think about that choice, Diego?
I think it's a better choice for Pikachu because his projectile can't really be blocked by jumping onto a platform now. The opponent either has to shield it or jump over it to avoid it.
Yeah, and the T-jolt is sort of a different projectile than most characters in that, like an arrow just, it flies, if it hits a platform it's done, it's an arrow, but the T-jolt sort of latches on and loops around the platform.
Yeah. And also stuns for a bit more than most other projectiles.
Yeah, a lot of Pikachu's moves leave the opponent sort of with that little purple glow on them. That electricity is them being just slightly stunned.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, big spike there. I knew it was coming, and it was still just hard to watch because that was just good timing by the Bayonetta player to get a pretty early kill.
Yeah, the Bayonetta spacing well around the T-jolts and the forward smashes done by Jason.
Ooh, good one there to dash away though.
Yeah,
Vader
gets caught by that one.
Yeah, and that's just an example of as you start playing against better and better opponents in Smash, it really does come down more to less the button mashing that people watching might be used to, and more of the you have to know where not just your moves hit, but where do their moves hit. And like we said earlier, Bayonetta, not a character you see a lot of. So Jason's definitely done a good job adapting to some of her moves.
Yeah, there's a lot of movement options that Bayonetta can do that aren't easily countered by Pikachu. And also there's a lot of moves that deal quite a bit of damage, which is a problem against Pikachu because he can do a lot of combos and things, but they don't do as much damage as Bayonetta does. So he has to work harder,
and you can see that's why I think maybe some people be confused. Bayonetta's well above 100%. Why is Pikachu playing scared? And it's exactly the reason of he doesn't need to stack damage. He just needs to look for an opportunity to land a smash attack and finish the stock.
Yeah.
So good job by Jason there.
Yeah, so he's being careful, avoiding potential options that the Bayonetta could do here.
And here you see, this is where we had some discussion during the match, I think, of, like, hey, that Witch Time move, that counter she's using to avoid T-Jolt, you don't have to run at her, right? You can let her waste that counter, as repeated uses do reduce its effectiveness, which, can matter when that counter move landing can really set you up to just lose the stock out of nowhere.
Yeah, and so the Bayonetta realizes this also and stops doing it.
Yeah, I think here is round 2 of she just dodges a bunch of T-Jolts.
And then almost gets a kill off of that, but just barely misses.
Yeah, real close. Yeah, and another round. Okay, the T-Jolt, you're gonna just dodge it, and I think this is the point where we're like, just keep doing it, Jason. Just don't move in. She's doing nothing but wasting one of her best moves.
Yeah, and so again, he just keeps spacing around the moves.
Yeah, because once Bayonetta connects, like with the dash kick she keeps using, I think that sort of enables her to follow up with more that upwards kick. So she's very, very combo oriented in that way. Nice little combo there from Pikachu. Bounce her up and then get her with the thunder.
Yeah, the main difficulty with the dash attack kills right there.
Yep, good attack.
The main difficulty with Bayonetta combos is that once the character gets to a high enough percent, they don't work anymore.
Yeah, because she launches them out of her own. Yeah.
And the problem is that Bayonetta has a lot of trouble killing with quick moves because all of the smash attacks summon things and are very slow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very good for that disorienting. You're not sure where it's going to come from. I think that's how she got at least one spike.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to go now into game 3 here between Jason and the Bears.
Yeah, so the Bayonetta player changes to Pyron Mithra for a change of tactic.
Yeah, and I think initially pretty exciting here because last season we had Carson, who played lots of Pyron Mithra on the same team as Jason, so he's pretty confident he knows the Pyron Mithra moveset and knows sort of what Pikachu needs to do to beat that moveset. You can see here, quick switch to Pyra for the opponent, as often Mithra is sort of the choice early rounds, and then you see the Pyra switch once the percentages are higher, because she has the better sort of kill confirm moves.
Yeah, but the trick is that she's slower and can be more easily comboed, as in here.
Yeah, there's the juggles there from Jason were great. A little misinput, shot the T-Jolt the wrong way. Ooh, that was scary. Catching that upbeat from Pyra there would have hurt bad. And so almost got the stock.
Yeah, Jason's being very careful because he knows what Pyra and Mithra can do, so like he's staying wary of smash attacks, knowing that he can die at any time.
Yeah, just barely there, got caught in the side B, then got caught by another side B off the ledge.
And he also knows how like the side B kind of has an expanding hitbox on the last hit, so he shields there. And then finally gets a kill with forward air.
Yeah, now it's really just about stacking that damage up. Normally, I would expect to see the Pyro Mithra switch back to Mithra, but at the high percent wanted to confirm. But you see the switch to Mithra immediately switch back to Pyro. That's where I was a little surprised by that, just because the Mithra is faster to sort of match up with Pikachu's speed better.
Yeah, so the Pyro is kind of stacking up a little more damage through just regular exchanges, because that's how Pyro works. She deals more damage.
Yeah, definitely the percentage going up there. Jason's at 72, while the Pyro is only at 29. You see one side B there basically stacks up an easy more than 10% on
20.
Yeah.
But again, because he knows Pyro's moveset, he knows to
Ooh,
shield.
yeah, and that was good timing there to get the edge guard, get that kill. He's at a high percent though. He's hoping here to stack up a little bit of damage on his opponent before losing the second stock. But also, obviously, you can tell the Pyro player is just trying to finish this off before taking too much. And success there, only just under 7%. It's basically a one stock. So I think here, ooh, catches that side B. This is where down to one stock, it can be tough to not play a little bit differently.
Yeah, especially on game 3.
Game 3 of game 3. They've all been close matches. Definitely some intensity here, as you see. That spacing to avoid the side B is huge. Because while it looks like right now Pikachu's a little bit up in percent, just the ability for Pyro to hit so much harder really has them tied, in my mind here.
Yeah, again, Pikachu has to work a lot harder to deal the same amount of damage.
Yeah, and definitely they're just catching the bare edge of a couple hitboxes there, and it's suddenly tied percent. Ooh, good grab though. Oh, catches the edge of that hitbox too.
Yeah, so it's getting pretty close. Especially because the Pyro's a high percent, but can also kill at low percent.
Yeah, both players definitely are worried about any smash move from either direction. It's over. Ooh, barely misses the thunder. Ooh, catches the side B though.
And it's pretty close to killing at this point.
Yeah, side B by itself is gonna kill, so it doesn't even need a smash attack anymore if you're the Pyro. Ooh, so tough. Such high percentages.
Yeah, another shielding to avoid. And they're both playing very cautiously.
Yeah, and just
he just falls into a side B right there.
Yeah, and I know I talked with Jason obviously right after this, and yeah, he was saying he just felt like he was just a little off. Like we were talking about, he has tons of experience playing against Pyro Mithra, but then just seemed like this week he just happened to be right on the edge of a couple hitboxes that really turned the tide for the Pyro Mithra player there at the end. So in a minute we're going to go to a break, but that was our Smash A team. So we're going to do a little update, because next up we're going to watch your game, you and Carlos. He's off screen helping us out right now, Carlos is. But so how it stands now, right, we believe the top 8 are going to make playoffs. I asked for confirmation. They said Monday we'll know. Confirmation of how many teams are going to make the top. But right now, what are you guys ranked right now?
We're ranked 5th? 6th.
I think 6th.
Yeah.
You guys are 6th, and then after the game we're about to watch next, and then the team we just watched is currently ranked 11th.
Yeah.
But we have spring break next week, so it's really getting down to the end. Next week, spring break. Week after that is going to be the last regular season week. So it's coming down to the end. Diego, we were talking this morning. Is there any teams that you guys have been talking about really wanting to face again or get a shot at?
BCS Zenith is the one that especially Carlos really wants a rematch against.
Yeah, the BCS Zenith was what, 2 weeks ago? Was the last week now? Doesn't really matter when
Yeah.
it was, but they're really close matches again that came down to just, like we saw, just little bit where you got caught in that hitbox. So that'll be exciting and
Yeah.
high likelihood if we can get another win, get the playoffs, that we'll see them again, I think. So I think now we're going to actually switch to your guys' game. So we're going to take a short break, rearrange some people, and then we'll be back for some more Smash Ultimate. We're back. Mr. Olson, of course. This is Carlos. We were just talking about him.
Heck.
So, BCS Zenith. I know you have a couple people, actually, which is kind of weird because it's a 1v1 game. But tell us about it. BCS Zenith, the rematch. Who are you looking to face?
Ooh. I'm really looking forward to rematch against that Sora player. They're really good. And I feel like I've improved a bit more, but also another character I would like to rematch is Joker main, the one that is in first place.
Yeah, the first position that we saw
yeah.
play, because you main Joker, and you felt like you were personally offended by how much he just spammed counter.
Yeah, because
And-
Joker is not just about counters. It's
Yeah.
mostly because of combos and that back air. Yeah.
For
Okay.
sure. So hopefully, like we were saying, hopefully you get another shot at that team, especially that Sora player, get some redemption there.
Yeah.
But for now, we're actually going to be watching some games, starting with Diego's game here.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and get to it. So Diego, he's going to be playing Byleth. Is the end goal there. This team actually, King K. Rool is kind of half their team plays just King K. Rool.
Yep. The other half, I believe, plays, well, actually, the middle one plays, oh boy, I forgot.
Well, we'll get there when you play against them,
Yep.
Carlos, later. But for now, Diego's game here. He expected the K rule because we looked at the stats ahead.
Yep.
So he decided to go with Byleth, I think, because there's lots of good hard-hitting attacks that can sort of be just outside the range of King K rule's hard-hitting attacks.
Yep.
Definitely, as we go through here, this early on, pretty even as they're both kind of adapting to each other. And gets it with that recovery. That's the DLC perk.
But gets down smashed by King K. Rool off
Yeah.
stage.
I'm not gonna lie. You know how I feel about Joker's grapple ability. I'm not a fan of it in the game.
Yep, no one
Uh,
is.
But here Diego now sort of rallying back from that, trying to close the gap. Gets a nice smash attack. Does not quite kill.
But this time it
Second
does.
one. So we'll restart as a 2-stock match here.
Yep. I mean, can you really call that a restart? I mean, one of them was already at 15%.
Okay. Well, approximately, Carlos. Approximately.
Yep. Ooh, just dropped shield a little too early.
And just out of range. I think that looked to me like a misinput on that first aerial attack.
Yep.
So Diego with some work here to catch up, work to do to catch up here.
Yep. Which, Bayerleth is kind of more like Joker. If Joker had weapons made out of bone, right? Is it bones?
Yes, I do believe canonically the weapon is made of bones.
Yeah. Now I'm curious. What is it? What bone is it from?
I don't know. Play Fire Emblem Three Houses to find out. I don't remember. Not sponsored. But so here, Diego at a high percent. Definitely gonna have to somehow find a way to play safe, but still get a kill. So recovers there
Yep.
after a scary smash attack.
But super armor.
The super armor through that confirms the kill.
Yep.
So we're gonna jump pretty quick here into the next game.
Yep.
As really that was that stock that Diego lost from that miss input really sort of just had him behind.
Yeah.
And it's hard to come back when you're against the King K. Rool, who can just hit so hard.
Yep.
So loading into game 2, switches it up to Pokemon Stadium 2 as the arena. That was Diego's choice.
Yep.
I assume get a little more space because this King K. Rool's been loving the
Edge guarding with guns and with a crown
Yeah, he seems to like the crown into cannonball.
on ledge thing.
Yeah, to just sort of get those 2 projectiles. There's like the cannonball there, sort of hits hard, but then the crown, less damage, but you have to worry about it coming back
Yep.
and hitting you from behind.
Ooh. Okay.
So far, Diego, pretty solid lead, but as we saw last match, good finish there. But yeah, the
Yep.
King K. Rool does hit hard, so Diego's going to want to stack up as much damage as he can here.
Mm-hmm. But
And
Oh,
there's the
counter.
counter. The belly bump counter is kind of comical to me, but not when it's used effectively against our
Yep.
team, I guess.
especially when you get countered by Joker. No.
So you see their crown into cannonball is what this K. Rool really starts using here.
Yep.
To try to sort of have a consistent opening.
Mhm.
Right. Cannonball connects, and then
But up air. Wait, side air. There
Yeah.
we go.
see that range there from
The
from
spear.
Byleth, the spear mode.
Yep.
Because the sword weirdly kind of
Transformed
transforms.
into like 3 weapons. Again, not a Fire Emblem
good
expert,
smash attack there.
but yeah. Ooh.
Barely missed there.
Yep.
Ooh, but then follows it up with a good hit. Ooh,
With side B.
nice.
Oh.
Yeah, he avoided the counter there. We'll call it that.
Yep.
Lightning fast reflexes from Diego, and then got the smash attack.
Yep.
So he's up a stock, kind of like the reverse of last match of game 1.
Yeah.
Diego was ready there with the big smash
Yep.
attack, just mistimed a little bit.
Yeah.
And you can see again, crown cannonball every time,
Yep.
and it's good for Diego to know that his opponent's doing that,
Because
sort of adapt to it.
yeah, so that way he can predict the next one and follow up with a counter move.
Ooh.
And again,
Yeah,
super
the
armor.
super armor on that. That time Diego got the ledge grab.
Yep. Followed up with down there, and again,
Yeah.
super armor.
Yeah. Very frustrating the ability to sort of hit through attacks
Yep.
and
Spear for the
finish.
win.
Good end to game 2 there, and jumping right into game 3.
Mhm.
We sort of had 2 matches that were a little bit one-sided. We'll see if this one is closer.
Yep.
Ended up on the same stage.
Yeah. which
Apparently
was-
the King K. Rool didn't think the stage was that big of a factor.
Yeah.
Opens with that crown cannonball combo.
Mhm. Tried going for that dash up smash thing. And again, crown and cannonball.
Yeah, you see now Diego adapting to that playstyle, keeping the space.
Yep.
And just sort of shielding the cannonball.
Yep.
Because when you're not up close, you have plenty of time to react to it, and it doesn't allow for King K. Rool to absorb it and shoot it again.
Yep. But yeah, getting him with a lot of good side smashes, timing that.
You see Diego looking for the edge guard there, just a little mistimed.
Yep.
And his down smash.
Ooh, and got 2 arrows back to back. And down
Got him with a
smash.
smash attack.
Yep.
So Diego, pretty good lead here.
Yep.
But as you can just see, one hit from King K. Rool adds 20%.
Yep.
So still has to play a little safe in order to maintain the lead and not just sort of throw it away by being overly aggressive.
Yep.
That time K. Rool mixed it up. He went cannonball, then crown, so he's adapting.
Wasn't that what he originally did?
No, normally he goes crown then cannonball. I was joking, Carlos.
Oh.
He's really trying to use those projectiles. We were talking about it as we were reviewing the game film this morning, but our assessment was this K. Rool sort of got a little shook by Diego's ability to adapt to that projectile combo, and really just wasn't sure how to play his character without relying on that opener.
Yep, and misses a ledge with death.
Yeah, the missing ledge, I know from plenty of personal experience, because I'm honestly not that great at the game, even though I'm the coach.
True.
Missing ledge is just a bad way to just be like, oh, now I'm just vulnerable standing here and a smash attack. So
Yep.
feel bad, but glad Diego is the one that benefited instead of the K. Rool.
Yep. Otherwise.
And there, tons of patience from Diego there, as he just waited out for that smash attack.
But yeah, we move on to my game, which I stood with Joker, and he goes with Steve.
And yes,
those
it's technically Enderman. Yes,
yeah,
we
for
know.
those people who are complaining about wanting us to call him Enderman, fine then. Enderman and against Joker.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because some people want to say that every different skin for like Steve, right, you should call it by a different name.
Yeah.
But it's also, I guess Nintendo does that a little bit themselves, right?
True.
They technically say that Pokemon Trainer is 3 different characters, even though you can't just pick Squirtle.
True.
So Steve here doing kind of some normal Steve things early in this match. Some building, some mining.
Yeah.
I know you were really actively trying to prevent mining, right? We talked about that just going into the match as just a goal, because we expected the Steve player because of the stats that we have available. The scouting report, yeah.
I thought
I thought we had talked about it.
No, I said something about like he didn't go with the character the machine said.
Oh, did he mix it up?
Yeah, no, yeah, he did mix it up.
Well, once we knew it was Steve, the goal was stop Steve from mining.
Yep. I mean, that's kind of obvious at this point.
Yeah, and for players who don't know, the Steve character is weird. You see down at just above his portrait there, he has a little diamond. He finally mined up diamonds, but you're not going to see him try to use the diamonds here because he's at such a high percent.
Yep.
If he dies, he'll keep the diamond, but if he upgrades his weapons with it,
then he'll just lose
it.
the diamond.
Yep.
Then it just becomes not a fair trade for the Steve at all. Ooh, just a little left, and he would have accidentally made that diamond. But
and there he gets the glider, makes it back on stage, and gets finished by a dash attack.
Yep, and also for those Minecraft players.
Ooh, see there, you tried to stop him from crafting, but just a little bit off.
Yeah, but for those Minecraft players, yes, we know it's elytra. Gliders and elytra are the same thing. Except one of them is just wings.
Some people just struggle with synonyms. Ooh, smash attack there to finish you off. Not really a big lead here, especially knowing that he's been able to upgrade and he's mined quite a bit of iron.
Yep.
But you could see, I think he was going for the anvil, but you got him with that combo, the grab.
Yeah. Which 2 times he almost went with anvil, actually. 2 times.
That was good timing there on the side B.
Yep.
Almost got him there.
But just faded before
just barely missed. If that had been a pixel to the left, it would have caught him while mid-glide, I think.
Yep.
You have our said now, but
but
that spike got you early.
Yeah, if I had a jump, I would have probably made that one, but still.
Yep, so now you just got to confirm the kill here quick on the Steve.
Yep.
Since he's over 100%.
Yeah. But, yeah, right now, things are not looking good for me either. Because I'm down to my last stock with a bit of percentage. Got it done.
Smash attack there.
Right
after he had just crafted, but it was just iron that he had crafted because his diamond had already broken.
Yeah. I said smike.
Okay.
I honestly don't know anymore. Ooh. Almost got
now last stock, as we talked about, as we talked about in the last game, right? It's hard to not change up the play style a little bit. See here, lots of building suddenly from the Steve, and trapped himself in there.
Yep, which got me some good damage off him too.
Yep, good smash attack there as well.
Yep.
Ooh, you went for the spike. He was real close to just
Yeah,
being
and
there,
then
but it at least threw him off. Yeah, so he died there. Good
Yep.
good end to game 1.
Yep. Now we move on to our second game. Now we stood the
Yeah,
same with the same map too.
Same map and everything.
Yeah. It's almost like
to-
it was first
to be
match.
yeah, to be fair, I'm not even sure what map that Steve would have picked. Right? I don't know that the map played a huge factor here. Maybe he could have picked a bigger map so that he had more space to mine.
Yeah, or had that third platform. Joker's not good with that third platform, guys. You want?
Oh, and then there I think you did a little bit of a. You were trying to avoid his magma block or something, and
It was side smash, but
yeah,
I
whichever move you ended up
yeah.
just dying there.
Yeah, there I jumped right into that magma block. I was like playing every card that was dealt by Steve. How ironic, because Joker's a Joker card.
Yeah, they're looking to use the counter to prevent the spike.
Yep. But yeah, a bit of anvils, a bit of mine carts. Ooh, got a good recovery, but down smash. Ooh. Yeah, Arsene just increases the range of which of every character, I presume, right? Right? Arsene increases the range of every.
Oh, like the kill range? Like
Yeah.
it increases the damage and the knockback of
Yeah.
all your attacks. As
Yeah,
far as I
especially
know.
the range I was thinking. Right?
Ooh, right there, the Steve kind of baited you into getting anviled by building up like that.
Yeah. But the blocks, the dirt actually quite saved me from that magma block.
Yeah, and right now you ended up behind the Steve is suddenly playing much more aggressive than he did in game 1, probably because he's up a stock right now.
Yeah.
Barely missed with the counter. Oop, and then thought you might die there to the
Yeah.
counter.
There, because of the block, I was able to get a good dash attack followed up with the.
Yeah, he's
Ooh,
barely got it.
Yep.
You know how I feel about the grapple though.
Yep. You still hate it.
Yeah, so the Steve here doing an unfortunately good job of keeping you off ledge. Now suddenly you're at a very dangerous percent, and the magma block will finish you off game 2.
Yep. And hey, at least I learned something from that game. My
Yes.
card can initiate the bomb.
Yeah, that almost got you there. TNT almost finished you
That
off
was-
because he had the pressure plate.
Yeah,
right
that
next to
actually
it.
kind of threw me off a bit. But
Yeah, so here I think the switch up to just the one platform.
Yep.
Small stage so you can stay on top of him, not let Steve mine anything.
yeah. Ooh, good parry followed up. Ooh, side smash too.
I think here again, now you had learned last game that
Yep.
TNT was definitely going to go off.
I tried grabbing a bit more, but ooh, good thing I was a bit higher because I would have maybe been dead.
Good smash attack there.
Yeah.
For a second, I thought he was going to try to do. Steve can actually, with enough speed from that height, fly under the stage and around to the other side.
True. Yeah, the card was just slow enough for him to catch up with a pick. A pick. But, yeah. Right now,
Yeah, the Steve this time definitely focused on mining. He finally just got diamonds. That's pretty much always what Steve's looking for.
yeah,
Try to find diamonds in order to get that high damage output.
Yep.
Currently has gold, which, just like in Minecraft, it has weird stats you wouldn't expect that
Yeah,
honestly I
because-
don't remember. But I think the mining here is important as we go towards the end of this first stock.
yeah.
Because he has that diamond weaponry, and you're barely surviving at high percentages.
Yeah,
Yeah, you use the counter to survive there. Get Arsene.
yep. Any higher, and he would have probably been reflected with that. Oof. Right now,
Good dash
good-
attack to confirm the kill first.
Yep. Right now, that was quite close, actually. But, oh, right, I just realized. He wasted a diamond
Yeah,
on the
that's
last
right.
stock.
We had missed it on the last stock. He had gotten a second diamond and then accidentally
Used
used
it.
it.
Yeah,
So he crafted gold, I think expecting to be crafting diamond, honestly.
yeah.
Which is really
There-
good for you, and you're insane. The Joker recovery.
Yep.
I'm glad it helped you, but I'm not happy about it.
No one is. No one likes a grapple, but yet still, I love it.
Yeah, and right there, there's been several times where you've just barely avoided the magma block.
Yeah. Yeah. The grapple's ridiculously good.
He got you with lava there, I think.
Yeah. And that was where I started
Yeah.
to use my gun. Because they've
Yeah.
been telling me, use the gun.
Yeah, that's been a thing for you all season, is just
Not using
periodically.
enough gun.
Yeah, periodically you seem to forget that Joker does have guns,
Yeah.
and you do a lot more dash attacks and things that
Yeah.
the Steve had just adapted to at this point.
Thing is, the reason why I don't use too much gun is because I don't find like it's not
Ooh,
easy to.
He just waited out the counter there and
yeah.
got a smash attack to finish, and now he has diamonds.
Yep.
And I think this is where, when he died, I think Diego is like, kill the crafting table, and you almost, you were just a little bit off on
Yeah.
that attack there from destroying it, but.
Yep.
So he has the diamond weapons, which in the one stock scenario can be scary.
Yeah.
Because it just really increases the kill range of Steve.
But yeah. Many things goes both our ways. We get a few hits with each other with a bit of our combos, right? And I get my Arsene back.
And the big smash attack to finish it.
Yep.
Good win there, and that's what secured you guys that 6th place slot that you're currently in.
Yep.
So we're going to have this next week, spring break. Everybody's going to have a good time. No Smash games next week. It's your bye week, but then we'll be back the next week, final week of the regular season, then we'll know who's made playoffs. We're also hopefully going to get Rocket League and Valorant back on the stream, get those teams to show up and have some time, because Rocket League also looking to make playoffs this season.
Yeah.
So thanks for joining me, Carlos.
Yep.
Thanks for commentary. Diego doing a great job also. He's off camera now running the thing. But thanks everybody for watching. Let us know you have any thoughts, and have a good spring break.
See ya.